hunger for Maulana Sheikh, whatever Maulana Sheikh put in his share, this is Maulana, Maulana. So that's why it is actually is not me here. So this should be clarified first for myself and then for you. Alhamdulillah, this is some kind of station that Maulana Sheikh, he show his karama miracle through a stone. Doesn't know nothing. Alhamdulillah. And I'm happy to be his one of stone. Alhamdulillah, we all of us, he's a stone. And don't think it's a stone, it's a precious stone. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. This is his jewelry. I keep telling this 1 time, 2 times, 1,000 times. Alhamdulillah, Maulana's murid is his jewelry. Be sure of this. Be sure of this. Alhamdulillah. So, not all the stone as a stone. There is precious stone and there is normal stone, building stone. Sheikh Nizamuddin.
Just a very bad stone.
That's all. It's total stone. MashaAllah, the Maulana Sheikh, he was right about saying, if you talk so high, everyone will sleep. If you talk so low, everyone will be boring. So get the middle way. Alhamdulillah, Maulana Sheikh is all the time, he's so high, but he still go for the middle way, that to attract everybody. It is very important to attract everybody. This tariqah, it's open for everybody. It is open door. Alhamdulillah. Doesn't say, hey, you are black, oh, you are yellow, you are red, you are green. No, 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 no. Yes, it's everybody is open. What color you are, Sheikh Nizamuddin?
Inshallah, no color.
No color.
It's a white color, white color. Alhamdulillah, mashallah. We are trying to be white color. We are trying our best to be white color. Because why you are here? To trim your ego. Why we are here? To trim our ego. Of course, I have ego. And now I'm bigger now. Bigger ego. So, Alhamdulillah, we are hoping that Maulana Sheikh, he's really start to trim our ego. He is very good barber. Grrr. And if you are here, that means you are coming for barber shop also. So Alhamdulillah, you accept to be in barber shop.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah, that's good. Maulana Sheikh say, when you give bay'ah, you accept to be in his hand. And this is, Alhamdulillah, we are proud to give our ego for his hand. And Alhamdulillah, as long as we are trying to run away, but we cannot, so he do whatever he like, trimming. And today, sohbah topic is also, it's coming from the air, tree, so there is no real going sohbah, but Alhamdulillah, but because of your love for Maulana Sheikh, that's why I'm here trying to speak. It is not the matter that knowledge, or not the matter that you are in need for me to speak. No, you are in need for Maulana Sheikh. So even you sing here, or even you sleep here, or that is doesn't matter. The barakah and the real knowledge is coming, because I remember Maulana Sheikh, he was telling me, when I give sohbah, some people they are sleeping, or some people they want to go, some people, listening. There is malaika, special malaika coming and making nakash in your heart. Carping in your heart. Even you are not listening for the Shaykh, but you present here, it is that make carping. So that's why it's called Naqshbandi. So everyone, until he go home, this sohbah or this lecture that Maulana Shaykh give, still continuing to be deeper and deeper and deeper in the heart. So that's why we call Naqshbandi. The Naqshbandi, it is that Allah Almighty being granted for us. It is a grant. Believe me, it's a grant. As those, it is open door for everyone. But they say it's Qisma. Does Qisma mean you have this or you don't have? Allah Almighty will give the Qisma of the person when he was in his mother womb. One angel coming and say, you have this age, you have this breath, you have this food, you have this talk, and you have this drink. All. It will come, and at the end, there is 5 angels coming. One angel will say, I go all the world, and I couldn't find one drop of water to drink, liquid. The second angel will come, say, I go all over the world, and I couldn't find any food to be eaten. And the third angel will come and say, I go all the world, and I didn't see any talking left in the different places of the world. And the fourth angel come and I say, I go all the world and I didn't find any oxygen left over the world for you. And the last one will come, okay, now time to go. That's Azrail alayhi salam. Take and go. So this is how we are begin and how we be end. So that's why the Qisma, if you have something in this place, you will come and have it. And if you don't have, you just pass from the street and you go. So that's why don't be sorry for somebody he didn't come. Because he doesn't have. Nothing written here. But if somebody come and you kick him out, go away. No, he's still coming. No, this he have. That's why he's insisting to come. Because it's written. Alhamdulillah. So that's why we are happy that, Alhamdulillah, it's open door. But if he have something here, and he will come and pick it up. And that's why I call you jewelry of Maulana Shaykh. And I am the worst stone here, by the way. It is, that's why you are really lucky and you are really in love for Maulana Shaykh. That it's boiling. We are all of us boiling for Maulana Shaykh. We want to be with Maulana Shaykh as much as we can. But Alhamdulillah, I don't think anybody of you, he was not spending most of his life with Maulana Shaykh. Alhamdulillah, I'm looking everyone, MashaAllah, having 30 years with Maulana Shaykh, 40 years with Maulana Shaykh, 20 years with Maulana Shaykh. The minimum is 5 years with Maulana Shaykh. Alhamdulillah. That's big gift from Maulana Shaykh, because Maulana Shaykh, he pretend to be with people all the time. He didn't make separation, say, official side. No, he was never be official. He was small with the small and big with the big. And this remind me was one nice story of Musa alayhi salam. Musa alayhi salam, he was complaining to Allah Almighty, Ya Rabbi, you say the sun rising will be soon for Fir'aun, and 40 years pass and still he is there, and very angry. Musa alayhi salam, why he's still there? You promised that. You say, Ta'addab ya Musa, say, Musa, be good manner. This Fir'aun, I have a few things of him. I like few things of him. Say, what, ya Rabbi, what you like with him? He's saying, I am the God, and you still like? Say, yes. He say, he is humble person. He is treat the small kids as a small kids and treat the elderly as respectful. I didn't know this. Say, and he is generous. He give. He doesn't care. Whatever, he give. I like the generosity of him. And Musa alayhi salam, he was also surprising. How come? And then he said, he respect the food. Allah say, how come? He say, when he eat the drops of the bread, he take it by his finger and clean it. And he never leave anything in his plate. That's why he say, he keep continuing his ruling, his wealth, because of this small piece of bread that he eat. But he said, now it is time to be over. So after that, those before Prophet ﷺ born, Shaitan, can appear as a human, and he was appearing. So he appeared as a man coming to visit Pharaoh, and he was visiting him during his lunchtime. And when he entered, he see Pharaoh eating the small bread. And he was saying, I was thinking coming for the God. Shaitan was saying to Pharaoh. But I see you are eating the small piece of bread. What kind of God you are? I don't believe in you. And he returned on God. And Pharaoh, he become crazy. How can be like this? And he put the bread and he start to step on the bread. When he step on the bread, then the end coming. So subhanallah, it is matter of to be humble. It is one of the favorite things that Allah Almighty, He love. Even Pharaoh, the one, he was the enemy of Allah Almighty. Allah Almighty was continuing his kingdom. So imagine Maulana Shaykh, he is the love of Allah Almighty, and he is so humble that he was acting all his life to be humble, and teach us to how to be humble. I don't know, I'm humble or not, but I don't think so, but try his best to teach me also. And he is generous. Alhamdulillah, he was never care about anything. Grand Sheikh, he was telling him when he was young days, he was refusing to take anything from people. And the Grand Sheikh telling him, no, you have to open two hands like this. And anybody put here, okay. Anybody take from here, okay. So you will be the two open hand, taking and giving. And then he start to open his hand, Maulana Shaykh. Otherwise, no, he refused. He refused. And this is giving him the generosity. Alhamdulillah. And for ni'mah, he is really careful, and he is all the time teaching us as a Naqshbandi followers for him. You have to clean your plate. It should be shining plate. And everyone make fun with us. Oh, shining plate. No, this is the teaching. This is how respect for ni'mah. Alhamdulillah, that we are proud to respect ni'mah, and inshallah to be rich, and inshallah to be act as humble as he want.
Ameen.
Alhamdulillah. So this is one of Maulana Shaykh, the teach that it's simple, inshallah simple for all of us, just to be humble, just to be generous, and just to be respect for ni'matullah. And after Maulana Shaykh, he was giving us all these things. Now, in those days, he is in the situation that he need rest. And alhamdulillah, I'm thanking you, all of you coming from all over the world, mashallah. And you give the respect that Maulana Shaykh, he is in the resting period. So we all of us happy that we feel him upstairs, and he is still giving us the spiritual support. And alhamdulillah, he is giving us the most. And now we are praying that Allah Almighty, he bring him back for us, and he continue his job. Because the other day I was telling him, he said, I didn't do enough. I said, MashaAllah, Maulana, you do more than enough. But he said, no, still not enough. So imagine this, the spirit that he is carrying, that he says is not enough, is not enough. I want to do more. So if he is living for this purpose, that Allah Almighty, please make me to do more. Alhamdulillah. And I'm asking you, all of you, to do more, inshallah, to make Maulana Sheikh happy with us. Because I believe that everyone, he got what he want, and he can distribute. Yesterday I was talking with our German brothers. He was saying, I got the message about the happiness. So what you got? He said, I will be happy and I will be distributing. So it was, mashallah, very good understanding. So this is completing yesterday things that Allah Almighty will ask from everyone first to be happy. Maulana Sheikh wished that we will be happy, and then we start to distribute this happiness. Starting from our family, children, and then we continue for others, inshallah. ومن الله التوفيق بحرمة الحبيب بحرمة الفاتحة. I think today it was very serious talk. I was thinking to speak about the tree and about the tree and the weather. So Maulana Sheikh, he changed it for his what he wants and what in need. Alhamdulillah, whatever be in needed, being given. Alhamdulillah, be sure that you be taking whatever be needed. Alhamdulillah. Shukran lillah. شكرا لله شكرا لله بحرمة الحبيب بحرمة الفاتحة.